Okay. I had a ship that wasn't done last time I played, but I guess it killed it. I'm gonna do the mackerel. Hmm. Okay. I haven't played in a few days. Hopefully everything comes relatively naturally. Well, let's get this cage off the front immediately. It's funny thinking about this game is essentially a simulator game. I mean, it's like sci-fi, but it is essentially a simulator, and it's got more exciting music than Ender Lilies does.
Salvage secured. Credits
Are you
deposited.
free? Yes, you are. Into the processor you go. It's heavy though. Oh. This panel just comes off. Oh, but my grapple doesn't like. No, that was some natural damage.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Pulling these off one at a time seems like a waste of time. Alright. Let's get these big engines off. Yeah, so the idea is that you are working as essentially someone who's salvaging spaceships. And so when I hover over an item, it tells me where it should go. And I have to put them there. So these nacelles can go onto the barge, which is what's below me. And that's where objects that the company could resell go. Then metals will go into the furnace, and nanocarbons and I want to say titanium go into the processor. And so essentially, yeah, the goal is to try to quickly disassemble these ships.
Salvage secured.
Are you
Credits deposited.
tied in somewhere, or are you loose? You're locked in. I need to find the door. I mean, it could cut a hole in if I want, but I feel like I'd rather find the door. There it is. I always hope that's going to do something. There is refueling. It costs 2 currency, which doesn't actually mean anything. There's a currency system. You get paid for your work. but the numbers in it are so astronomically huge that they don't really mean much. But yeah, to refuel, I have to go over to a station, and the game like charges me for it. Essentially, it lowers my score. So I'm working on getting the most valuable part of the ship out, which is the reactor, which is why my screen's going all fuzzy. It's because it's I don't know, radioactive or something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back for fuel shortly here, or oxygen. But I'm trying to disconnect this rear panel of the ship, which I believe it is disconnected now. Let me get out and use my grappling tool.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Yeah, is it detached? I can't, looks detached.
Welcome to Metatron 9000.
No,
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
buy some more oxygen. Ow.
Helmet damage detected. Always
Oops.
use linked branded repair kits to avoid invalidating your warranty.
This thing's not attached. I'm just struggling to get it out. Get off. Okay, our back panel is out, but I want to get these fuel tanks off. What happens if you die? Your shift ends? So essentially,
Salvage secured.
there's like,
Credit applied.
it's just for score purposes, essentially. Oops. That the faster you do things, you don't get more points if you do things faster, but you get fewer penalties. And the more penalties you have, the more it's going to cost you. And dying costs you a day's penalties as well as additional penalties for just dying. There's a whole thing where they've created technology that allows them to clone you.
Credits awarded.
They create a clone. So here's the reactor. So we've got a limited time until it
Electrical
explodes.
damage. Note that excess electrical damage has been found to negatively impact long-term job satisfaction.
I electrocuted myself.
Credits deposited. Salvage gains observed.
Yeah, so technically I've now done enough on this ship that I could just leave it.
Metatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Have a nice day.
That this ship is technically done. If I want it to be. But as you can see, there's still plenty to do in here. Did it get it? Oh. Be careful with this fuel tank. I don't want it to explode on me.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yeah, so you can take apart like pretty much a ship in its entirety. There are pieces here and there that kind of aren't really worth taking apart. Like, I could pull all these lights off, and they're just kind of... they're not really worth anything. And so I'm probably going to ignore them mostly. I say that, but who knows? I might end up doing them all anyways, because I'm that kind of person. But I've detached all these side plates. We can just give it a bit of a push. So I believe this whole thing is processor.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
So I'm just gonna
Alright, Cutter, you got
tether
5
it.
minutes left of this shift before they turn the lights out on
You can tether to you.
We wrap.
You can tether to you. You can tether to you.
Caution. Tether supplies are low.
Oh, my first tether broke. Or it never worked properly. It pulled the panel off. I haven't done much with tether chaining, so I don't... hopefully this works. No. My tethers aren't strong enough. Yeah, and then as you go, you
Salvage secured.
you get like upgrade points that you can spend on upgrades,
Credits deposited.
as in better tools.
Cutter, you're out of tethers. Get yourself over to the kiosk to buy some more.
Go in the furnace. Power cell here.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
It's funny to me that the music in this game feels more appropriate than the music in that other game. Like, it's less sleepy.
Cutter, your gear's getting low. It's gonna start fighting you if you don't head on back to the hab and make some repairs.
Yeah. My gear is starting to die a bit. Are you detached? You are.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
I don't have any tethers, though. Yeah, the game's got a very much, it's got a very country vibe to it. Very, yeah. And it works really well.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
It is early access still, though, technically. I say technically, it's straight early access still.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
There's only so much content. So many different ships and whatnot.
Salvage
I hadn't
secured.
played it in a while, though,
Deposited.
so I started again. I think it was last week. Ooh, I want this.
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
Oh, I'm low on oxygen.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Sure, I'll buy more tethers. Stuff will be set on fire. Mostly it's just damage, I want to say. I have not really gotten to the ships that have like lots of hazards in
We're
them.
getting down to the wire. Let's put a bow on this shift.
In particular, most of what I've been doing so far is very tame stuff. But stuff can get damaged, and there's like I haven't shown it, but yet, but there's like a free system of like I can just cut stuff. I have a laser tool that I can just straight cut through things, not just the stuff that's marked. So there's times where you can cut stuff apart in order to transport it easier.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit
I only have 18 seconds left in this shift. I'm hoping I can grab another computer though. So there's a time limit. So here's my score. I made 1.6 million. I got mastery points, which is my rank. And then here's the fees. So I lost 524,000 just as a daily loss. I'm gonna go ahead and repair all of my stuff. And then I can continue that ship or move on. I'm gonna continue it. And now I've got another 15 minutes. Yeah, it's an enormous debt. You like start the job and they're like, yeah, now you owe us so much money, you're gonna spend your life working it off.
Salvage
Very
secured. Credits deposited.
I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it, but it makes sense. Very dystopian. I don't know. But I kind of like the idea. I like it when games have like this big impossible number you can slowly work on. If you put things in the wrong location, you don't get any money for them. Let me get this light out of the way.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
The controls are... I mean, it's space controls, right? So it's a bit rough. It's got very similar controls to Subnautica, except there's also rotation, and there's, like, your momentum is conserved because you're in space. And so I could cut this ship apart like freehand, but the cut points are like really easy spots that it's like designed to come apart at. If you like trying to get every tiny bit of a ship out, you can, and that would require a lot more like freehand trying to cut off little bits of this and that here and there.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
There's light out here. That reactor plate's attached to the this. So yeah, so this plate is attached to stuff that goes in the processor, but also stuff that goes in the furnace. So if I wanted to min-max that, I could try to cut off the piece that goes into the furnace. But I'm probably just going to toss the whole thing in the processor. But I also really like in this game watching the whole ship like fall apart as you go. Just like the side panels start coming off. Stuff like that. It's not a particularly complicated idea, but it's pretty satisfying. Yeah, sort of. Reverse Lego, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bright. It's possible that my my monitor's brightness settings are lower than yours. Typically, I just sort of assume that, like, Twitch and YouTube make things darker. So, I didn't really think about it. I don't know if that's even... Yeah, I can't even, like, turn that down. Oh, okay. That's rough, but... I don't have any light sensitivities, but I do mostly sit around in the dark.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
That sounds, like work. To have a light sensitivity.
Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
This oxygen is below statistically profitable levels. So let me pull myself over here.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage gained. Reward increasing.
So I've now reached the tier 2 completion of this ship. Okay, I crashed again, but that time wasn't hard enough. Okay. I mean, yeah, sure. I guess I'm lucky that it hasn't become like that for me.
Material deposited. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Alright.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh, it bumped it, and it's... That one piece is heavy, so it moved everything. I want to get this side panel off of... Oh, I'm still attached somewhere. This is an airlock, and this gets sold. Ah, here we go.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
This can all go in here.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Probably not. Maybe if you have all the upgrades, I don't know. But there's like, everything has a weight to it, and if things are too heavy, you can't move them. And chances are, even with the fully upgraded
Caution.
everything,
Supplies running low.
you probably still can't just tether the whole ship. It'd be kind of funny though. take that light off of you.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
So this door can be sold, but the frame the door is attached to cannot.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
This ship has mostly been processor stuff. There hasn't been a lot of
Salvage
furnace stuff.
secured. Account credit applied.
I guess this is the furnace stuff. This main piece. Yeah. It's mostly furnace. Those little red lights could all come off and go into the barge. But they're worth so little, I'm just gonna burn them. At the top, that top bar shows my progress, and the red bit of the bar is
Object accepted for
stuff
processing.
I've destroyed
Credits deposited.
or put in the wrong
Got about 5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter.
port.
Don't bite
I
off
guess.
more than you can chew. Weaver out.
Okay. Got 5 minutes left, so I need to. Yeah. Yeah. And I've reached the level 3 salvage goal, so as far as the game's concerned, I've done this ship.
Valuable object.
Now any of this is just bonus. Which I do get stuff for, but the major completion goals have been reached
Credits transferred.
for this ship. Oh, and I've been told I've reached enough mastery points that once I go back into the habitat, I will rank up. So I might get access to new ships, and I might get access to new, or to upgrades for the tools.
Your oxygen reserves are low. Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to links.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I'm low on oxygen. Yeah, I guess I'll come fill it up. I could just finish the shift right here. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this last piece. The oxygen's cheaper if I just end the shift. So that was 1.1 million. I'm now a junior apprentice, rank 6.
License upgraded.
I now have upgrades for the grapple, an upgrade for the suit, and I can now do class 5 ships.
Hey, Cutter. You're gonna start getting pressurized ships now. Lou and I'll show you the ropes when you're ready.
Oh, I'm gonna get a tutorial on pressurized ships. What kind of grapple upgrade do I have? I can have more max tethers out. Or is that more? Okay, I can carry more tethers with me. That's probably good, but I can't afford it. It costs 500 points, and I've only got 408. And then the suit upgrade I could get. It allows your suit to re-synthesize audio from nearby hazards in unpressurized areas. So you'd be able to hear... hazards. Because technically, sound doesn't travel in space. Yeah, I kind of already do. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what this does. I mean, why don't I grab it? We'll find out. But I've got some training to do.
All right. Our friend Lou thinks she's the resident expert on how to deal with a pressurized ship. So I'm going to let her take the lead on this one.
You always give me a hard time, but you know I'm good.
Sure thing, Lou. Take it away.
Okay, hey Rook. Time for the fun stuff. And by fun, I mean incredibly dangerous. There can be lots of pockets of pressurized space throughout a ship. It's best to scan ahead and see what's up. Activate your scanner and let's have a look. Your scanner will show you information about the interior of the ship, including whether a room is pressurized or not.
So green
Red
means
is
it's
unpressurized and
pressurized.
green is pressurized. Essentially, if you make a cut between the two spaces, you cause a violent decompression.
The correct term is explosive decompression.
Explosive, same deal. Okay, we don't want to crack into the ship and have it pop. When a ship is pressurized like this, best to go in through the airlock. Use the scanner to locate it.
I've already located it.
Now, cycle the airlock to pressurize it. There should be a switch in there.
Order has been completed.
And
Yeah.
you're in. Most ships are pressurized, and you can depressurize them using the atmosphere regulator. Should be one just outside. Although, as you'll learn, sometimes there are good reasons to keep the rooms pressurized.
Activate an atmosphere regulator.
That's all there is to it.
Okay.
Now, sometimes you're gonna have to depressurize a ship violently.
Explosively.
Explosively. If you don't want to get stuck through a 1-inch hull fracture, use your hands to grab onto any nearby surface. Oh, and watch out for differential pressure between areas of the ship. Sometimes compartments can have isolated pressurization systems.
Yeah.
Remember, scan ahead. And that about covers it. Good luck out there, Rook. Blue out.
So I just opened a door that was in a pressurized area. Interesting. These side compartments are all pressurized.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, this is attached from the inside. Interesting. So this back area is not pressurized. So now that I've spent 2 minutes on a tutorial, I need to get in there actually.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
How do I open this door? There's no... Oh, I guess I just rip it off. Ah. It's a training mission, and training missions are full of these pickups. Oh, there's no reactor in here. Okay. So the internal wall, or the internal walls or whatever were pressurized, and so it did not like when I popped that open.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
I can't pull the fuel tank off? Do I need to eject them? Okay. I mean, it just pushed it out. Like, I didn't push this at all, I just opened it up. So all the air rushing out of the walls pushed it over here.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Honestly, I think it is better for me. It did a lot of the work for me. I guess maybe there's an argument to be made that if I was in the wrong place, I could have gotten hurt by it. But it worked pretty well, and the whole ship is depressurized now.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that so close. I've got more sounds when I'm doing this than I did before. Okay, so side panels should be free floating now. And this should just pop right off now. Yep. Yeah. I mean, for an early access game... one second, let me see. Who makes this? Is this by, like, a known studio? It's being developed by Blackbird? So they haven't done anything enormous. This sort of feels like it's just a really high-quality game. Multi-layered rhythm game? That sounds tough. Maybe I should stream a rhythm game sometime. I really like them, but I have this concern about getting in trouble for music. But then again, I'm also just like a straight nobody, so the worst that could happen is they could tell me to stop. Oh, shit, there is a reactor. There it is. Depressurizing this side panel could have damaged the reactor. No. The reactor is easily the most valuable part of the ship.
Credits transferred.
Oxygen's low, but I left an oxygen tank right here.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Twitch meets copyrighted VODs anyways. Still caution. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm not concerned that they're gonna, like, personally go after me. But just the idea of having to deal with any of that just seems like a pain. But then again, what would dealing with it mean? It would mean deleting a VOD. I think I've mentioned before, I upload the vast majority of the streams I do
Secured.
now
Credit
onto
applied.
YouTube. Just, I don't know, I just do.
Credits awarded.
I don't know if I can really give a reason why I do it, but I do. And I had one that got, a big chunk of it got muted for copyrighted music. And I just, I just edited it and cut out
Caution.
the section with
Evidence
copyrighted
Valuable
music.
Object processed. Credits deposited.
Okay. Let's get this reactor out. So reactors, as soon as you detach them from the ship, they start breaking down. And if you take too long, I don't know if they explode or just become damaged or what, but you gotta get them out and into the barge quickly.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Cutter, you got 5 minutes left in this shift. Knock out that work order before they turn the lights out on you.
Thanks, Weaver. But I believe I've technically already completed the work order.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
The tether broke. This is a tiny bit too heavy for my tethers, it looks like. Oh, it's flipping them, that's why. Oh, it just ripped a panel off.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Oh, I'm all out of tethers.
No tethers remaining.
I could go buy more, but I'm probably not going to. There's not that much time left. And I think you get filled up to full for free at the end of every shift. So these air filters, they don't just come off. If I want to get them off, I have to cut them out. And I'm probably not going to do that.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
I don't know if there's... I don't really know what I should be going after.
Credits transferred.
The computers. I should try to get the computers out. Here, let's try to do something tricky. I need this one's in the way. So is this one. Cut the window off. now, hopefully,
Raw material processed.
I can pull the
Credits
computers out the front so I don't have to take out the floor before I get the computers out.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
My music is picked up a bit because I'm close to hazards. Electricity.
Salvage secured.
Yeah, so
Credits deposited.
technology in general seems to be quite valuable as opposed to things like these storage bins and raw materials.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
If I want to get the tier 3 salvage goal, I'm gonna have to do another shift.
1 minute left, Cutter. Time to start wrapping things up. Weaver out.
Which I don't know, is it worth it?
Credits deposited.
How much more do I think is in there? Though I think I just end my shift now. I've only got 30 seconds left. I'm not going to pay for more oxygen. So I got 2 million out. Hey there, Rook. Weaver got busy. Asked me to review your salvage record today. I snagged an old data drive. I did. The data drives are uncensored info. So there's some story if I want it. It says that she's trying to talk to me, but she's not. I also don't appear to be able to do anything in here. Maybe because she's still talking to me. Yeah, there's interest as well. There's a voice file either didn't play or is missing. Oh, there's still nothing in here. Oh. So I got 1.9 out, and it thinks there was a total of 2.5 million in there. So it thinks there's 600k in there still. I'm not gonna go back. It doesn't seem worth it. It costs me like a $500,000 per day, so if I get everything out of it, I'll only make 100k off of it. So I'll just ditch that ship and move on to the next one. What would I like to do? These things are enormous and a huge pain, but I kind of want to do one. Compared to the other ships in these tiers, this one is enormous. Actually, before we go anywhere, let's grab fuel, if I can. There we go.
Welcome to Endatron 9000. Have a nice day.
Alright. Well, the very first thing I want to do is actually detach these rings. I know I should start with the reactor, but I want to get rid of this big front piece. My point laser isn't going to be good enough to cut through these, so I'm going to have to do it with this laser. I think as long as I'm precise, I shouldn't have any concerns. Sometimes when you use this thing, you'll accidentally cut more than you want to. Whether it's pieces behind what you're cutting or next to it or whatever. Alright, so all the segments are free floating now. They just need to get in there. Use some tethers.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I want to make sure this one doesn't hit those fuel tanks. So I'm gonna move it out of the way a little bit first.
Caution. Tether supplies running low.
Yeah. I know I'm using a lot of tethers already.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay. We
Salvage
are
secured.
pressurized.
Credits deposited.
Didn't it say we're... Yeah, this cabin is pressurized, so I need to
Airlock pressure
cycle
levels
this
increasing.
airlock. Or I'm gonna open a door and get killed. Hello, are you gonna open, or...?
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
I'm a little confused. I need to I need to close one of the doors first.
Airlock pressure
can't-
levels increasing.
I can't do that though.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
This isn't how an airlock's supposed to work. It shouldn't open both doors at the same time.
Airlock pressure levels increasing.
Right? I've got no
Airlock
way
pressure levels
to
dropping.
pressurize this internal room. Is there a... Oh, here it is, okay. I've just wasted so much time.
Airlock
close
pressure
that.
levels increasing.
And then we toggle this. Yes? No? No. Oh, are these aren't airlocks. These are just door consoles. If I open one of these, this whole place is gonna go. Right? Yeah. Oh, that wasn't so bad. That one was a little worse.
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
Yeah, I guess I can just sort of open stuff up. Can you... This panel's not detached.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Hurry, please. Asphyxiating is not cost efficient.
Welcome to Ventatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Alright. Alright, it looks like we're entirely depressurized. This whole thing goes in the barge. Yeah, and it totally looks like you can... I mean, there's probably more risks as you go to just randomly depressurizing things. But for now, it seems like I can just kind of do whatever and not worry too much about it. But yeah, I wouldn't... I think I want to try to avoid depressurizing reactors. Just because they're fragile and valuable. Oh, the
Salvage secured. Account credit
thruster is
applied.
attached. I'd rather take the thruster than the cap. Oh, did the cap come off? I don't see it there. Oh, there it is, okay.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Crushing alert? Oh, the game panicked for a second that I was about to get crushed by something. Where is our
Object
reactor?
accepted for processing.
I
Credits
think it's in
deposited.
here. Here it is. Okay. How do I want to get that one out? I definitely want this off.
Valuable object processed.
Oh, I think that's good enough. So I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna lift it up and out the back and into the barge. And back out. Don't hit myself with it too hard.
Electrical damage.
I got electrocuted by it. No. Don't miss the barge, please. Okay. We got it.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay. Now it's time to start taking this thing apart. Yeah, fix that radio.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes remaining in this shift. Get in while the getting's good. Weaver out.
Thanks, Weaver. This ship's definitely going to take a second shift. Maybe even a third. Though this ship had a lot more value in it than the previous ones did. I don't need those yet. So this should all come off now. Maybe not. This is not off. Is this all processor? There's a little bit of furnace. There's a light, but this is...
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Nope. Game thought I was going to get crushed for a second there. Is this panel loose too?
Processing valuable object.
It
Credits
is. this thing's loose. Let's do 2 tethers for that. Get out of the way.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Grab some more oxygen for the last couple minutes. You are loose.
Caution. Tether supplies are low.
Processing valuable object. Credits
Okay.
awarded.
Just gonna keep taking this apart piece by piece. Don't want to overheat my cutter. Something I find really interesting about these kind of games is like seeing how some people think that maybe these kind of spaceships will be built in the future. Like that there's somebody out there that feels like, yeah, this is what they might look like. Those tethers are probably gonna break. That's okay.
All right, Cutter. Wrap it up. You got about a minute left.
Yeah, they broke.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Is the airlock still attached? It is.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay.
Valuable object processed.
Well, I'm not gonna get
Credits
anything really more done on this today, or this shift. Maybe I can get another cut or 2 in. Hang on. Oh, wonderful. Just leave that right there. Oh, that's a fun bug. Unread messages will be deleted after 10 days. My equipment's doing okay. Let's just continue. Okay. Oh, the tethers don't get refilled. I thought the tethers got refilled for free at the end of every shift, but it appears they do not.
Thank you for your purchase.
Tethers restored.
So I think I just read that I've gotten 1.2 million off of this ship so far.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Valuable
Is this
object
still
processed.
attached somewhere?
Credits deposited.
It is. Should be detached now. Yep. You should be detached. I kind of like watching the tethers just peel things off.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
I'll have to keep that in mind, that the effect of an item melting from the laser cutter doesn't go away
Salvage secured.
until you
No
get back
credit
into the
applied.
gameplay. No, this thing's gonna be too heavy to move efficiently, so we'll tether it.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Game didn't really like me throwing that around. That was close. If I'd hit that fuel tank
Object
really hard, that
processing
probably would not have been good.
Credits deposited.
Let's get this door open. Oh, I can't, because there's no power on the ship anymore, probably. Well, how are these attached? Let's do some free cutting. I don't think that's supposed to look like that. Okay. I want to detach this fuel tank segment from the back piece. And I think it should be detached now. Yes. Oh, I mean, this back piece is still going to be way too heavy to move. So I need to... I don't know what I need to do. It looks like I can't... There's nowhere else to... Yeah, okay, so there's nothing else to actually take this apart. So now any cutting I'm doing is going to be just free cutting. So it's all going in the furnace, so I'm just going to cut it right down the center. If I can do that. Did that work? It looks good. Yep.
Warning, oxygen reserves are low.
Let's not crash. Let's not crash. Okay. A little bit of crashing's okay. As long as I don't crash too hard.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000.
Oh.
Welcome
we
to
go.
Vintatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Oh, that's perfect. I think... Oh, you never... That antenna never got into the barge. Alright. Now, time to empty
Salvage
this
secured. Credits deposited.
of bargeable goods.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Fabric just gets burnt up for some reason. But posters can be resold. My grapple's at 75%, so it functions worse? I don't really know.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Computer.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
There's some like bottles and stuff. Okay. And the rest can just go right into the furnace. Hopefully that tether's good enough. Okay.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay, so this is furnace, this is furnace,
Salvage deposit
this is
accepted.
all furnace.
Credits transferred.
The door is processor, but I'm not going to worry about that. There's some lights and stuff in there, but I'm not going to worry about those.
Caution. Tether supplies running low.
Okay. Now, time to start detaching these fuel cells. I could probably do a vertical cut. And that's why I gotta be careful with that.
Material deposited.
Hopefully I didn't hit anything valuable. Okay, but I think these are detached now. Nope. They're still attached somehow. Pod clamp. How do I disengage the pod clamp? Can I? Doesn't really look like I can. Fuel clamps. This whole thing's attached. I wonder if there's a button inside.
Alright, Cutter, you got 5 minutes left of this shift before they turn the lights out on you.
Man, that was fast.
Tatter. We wrap.
How do I get in? Oh, this is a... yeah. I don't even know if it's like a thing that there are... if there are like controls. Doesn't look like it. What about back here though? So fuel pipe. It doesn't really look like there's a way to...
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
Oxygen's always low. I feel like I'm gonna need a third shift on this ship. Yeah, I don't know how to get these off, so I guess I'm just gonna have to free cut them. You can't cut titanium. They're all attached to titanium. How am I supposed to get these things off? This stuff's all titanium. I can't cut it. I can only cut the furnace stuff. The clamps are titanium too. Or they're something that I can't cut. I don't know what it's attached to. I guess it's attached to this great big frame. Maybe once I try to take apart this frame a bit more. But it's gonna weigh a ton. Like, what are these cut points even for? Maybe it's just my laser cutter isn't good enough. Like, what is the point of cutting these if it doesn't actually free anything? Because they're all attached to each other. And I can cut the fuel tanks. The ships are not randomly generated. I think their interiors have some random elements to it, but the ships themselves are not random. This type of ship will always look vaguely like this. Or more or less. Like, the outside will always be the same.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
What? I can cut these. Be careful not to cut anything extra. Oh, I cut the one down there. Oh, so the whole fuel cell apparatus should be detached from the front of the ship now. But it weighs way too much for me to move it. The tethers can get it. Oh, I'll have to try one more run at it. That was worth 700k, so it's still profitable. There's still money out there. Recovered files. There's lore there. I'm okay with skipping lore. Grapple, please repair. Laser cutter, please repair. Let's continue. I'm gonna grab more fuel and tethers while I'm here.
Tethers restored.
Ooh, I thought that was gonna hurt me. Can I, now that I've repaired my thing, can I like pull these out? No. There's end caps on them as well. Alright, so I can tether this. I think it's probably worth more to barge. Like the fuel tanks have got to be worth more than the aluminum structure they're on. And this thing probably weighs a ton, but it should be, yeah, it's detached. I can move it. It's just a matter of how many tethers am I going to have to use. Ooh, I shaved some pieces off of this. Is this panel detached? It is. Get out here. Oh, the one side broke off. How did I do that? So maybe there is some value in cutting these.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay, so I just have to pull them out to the side, the whole thing. So it's too heavy for me to move manually, but I can take them off.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Warning, tethers depleted.
Yes, out of tethers. Oh, but look how much that was worth. That light yellow chunk is the up top, is how much I just gained recently, or during this one segment, this shift. Oh, you're
Valuable
stuck.
object processed. Credits
Oh,
deposited.
but that was worth those engines were or the fuel tanks were absolutely worth doing. I'm gonna grab more tethers real quick. Ugh. I grabbed some oxygen while I was at it. Oh, the whole ship is moved. That red down there is the part it didn't like. And sometimes I feel like I move so slow. No, let's get inside and detach the rest. There's still a handful of computers in here. While I'm waiting for my cutter to cool down, I'll grab this. I believe there's thruster upgrades.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Better brakes, faster speed, more durability. I just don't have access to them yet. I don't know if the unlocks are at the speed that they intend on being in the final game, or if they're just a little slow because this is technically, or not even this is early access. get this off. Okay.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
What else is there to cut? There's stuff down there to cut. Ah, this side. That was bright. Okay. So all these middle panels should be detached now. So let's get them headed in the right direction.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Oh,
Salvage
missed
secured.
one.
Account credit applied.
I missed the one on the other side too.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
You attached? You're attached still. This is not coming apart very easily. Oh, that's a good thing to cut off.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Caution. Tether supplies running low.
Yes. Oh, oxygen's low too.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
This front panel's all furnace.
Cutter, you got 5 minutes left in this shift. Knock out that work order before they turn the lights
5
out on you.
more
We
minutes.
wrap.
I'm
Salvage
not
secured.
sure I'm going to be able to get to the third tier of completion,
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
but we'll see. Maybe now that I'm getting some of these wall terminals and computers and stuff in,
Salvage secured.
it'll
Credits
speed up a
deposited.
bit.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
You need to get in there too.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Okay. Is panel loose? It is.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
You still attached anywhere? Nope. You are loose. Please head on over to the processor for processing. And I will take that airlock.
Salvage deposit accepted.
We don't really have many cut points left.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Can I? Thruster damage. Okay. Go. You go down there. Well, where are the computers? They're in the cabin.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
How am I gonna get these out? Ah, there's even cut lines here for me. Though I can't cut this fuel line, I don't think. So I'm just gonna cut this whole wall out. So this wall should be loose. If I cut it properly. I did not. Oh. What? I cut through one layer. There were 2 layers. There was a wall panel on the inside and on the outside, and I only cut through the inside wall panel. Now wall should be loose. Nope. Did I miss a part down here? No.
Time is winding down, Cutter.
No. Wall is
Keep
loose.
and let's finish strong.
Go. Push, push, push. Or is it because the computers are holding it in place? Or this table might be holding it in place? Where did the computer... Okay, there's the computer. The table was holding it in place.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I was really hoping those computers were going to be enough.
Warning. Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
Not quite. We'll have to see how much money is left in it to see if it's worth going back. It was 2.8. I'd get 248 links tokens, which is a lot for getting that tier 3. So I might do it even if it's not really worth the money. Yeah, I don't know how much is left. I can't do the math. So I'm going to continue. Do one more.
Deposit accepted.
Welcome to Vintage Run 9000. 10,000. Thank you
Like
for
more
your
tethers,
Tethers restored.
please. I guess there's just enough raw material in here that is worth something. But it should all just sort of peel off.
Salvage secured.
So
Account
sorts
credit
of
applied.
pop bottles and chip bags floating around.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay. So what's left in here? Control panel. Panel. I see there's a bunch of lights, but these lights are so worthless. There's a chair in here. Grab the chair.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I'm not sure I've got any way to get this fuel pipe apart.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Technically, there shouldn't be anything in it. I might be able to just cut it. No! Apparently that fuel pipe had fuel in it. There we go. That's what happens.
So it's better not to blow yourself to smithereens, if at all possible.
So it damages everything around it. It damages me.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Oops. I was pretty sure I'd taken all the fuel out. But I guess there was just some in that... in there? Can I not get this out? No, it's larger than the hole I cut. This side, push down, please. Maybe I can use the door. Go in there. Yeah, so a lot of the times when you get hit, your radio becomes damaged, and the music changes when your radio gets damaged. What am I? Where am I? Oh, there we go. You know, enough of this is furnace that I'm just gonna furnace the whole lot of it. And then everything else is processor, I believe. Though I'm gonna do a little bit of cutting. I don't know what these mounts are for. I don't know if they're worth cutting out. Probably aren't. I'm guessing it's just... oh, it's the wall. Okay. They might be worth cutting out. This one was, that's for sure.
Caution. Tether supplies running low.
Yeah, running low. 50%. Running low.
Your oxygen reserves are low. Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to Link's equipment.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
I don't know what that button was.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
If I hold
Oxygen
X...
levels
Oh,
decline.
that's how I hold on to things. For decompression.
Material deposited.
Like during decompression. X key. Oh, the game had mixed feelings about my furnacing there. Which is fine. Let's cut this out. Well, yeah, it didn't like that. There was a lot of stuff apparently still in there that
Processing valuable
could have been
objects.
barged
Credits awarded.
or processed. Oh well. It's too late now.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Warning. No tethers remaining.
I'm out of tethers.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Ship salvaged in full. Credits applied to cutter account.
What? Now I think I'm just waiting on this to go in. Okay. And the tiny bit that didn't get dealt with are like the pop bottles floating around somewhere. Just some space trash now. You can see the lasers from people cutting that ship up. And that one too. No, that was worth it. Both for the Links token, the repair kit, and just the straight cash. I don't have enough to upgrade my... Could upgrade my scanner. Meh, that doesn't seem valuable. I don't have enough to upgrade my tethers, but... Yeah, you can get shock absorbers, resistances. You can buy your suit so you don't have to pay rental fees anymore. Oh, that's something for all of them. Oxygen capacity. While you're pressurized, you restore oxygen. Yeah, top speed for thrusters, fuel capacity, and how their durability. So once you get to rank 27 or 28, it looks like 27 and 28, you can stop having to pay rent. My equipment's all doing okay. I could Do another one of those? How about no? I'm going to do the Vancouver. Let's grab some fuel real quick.
Thank you for your purchase.
Here it is, the Vancouver. A heavy cargo mackerel. I can just rip this off? Okay.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
These are attached internally again. No, I'm gonna go in the back. Like I kind of feel like going in the back. Or detaching this piece, going in the back if you can. Oh. Looks like I won't be able to go in the back. Because this thing is locked in place. So I'm going to have to go into the door. Are we pressurized anywhere? No. The airlock is the only thing that's pressurized.
Hey, Cutter, you want to see something special? Take a look at that rail gate.
Ooh. Fancy.
Wow. What a beauty.
Asteroid shard.
You know, no matter how many times I see that railgate fire, it never ceases to amaze me. Could be you one day.
I feel like something that's doing this to my electronics probably can't be healthy for me. I just blew up a fuel tank. Ouch. Because I gotta be more careful. I just wanted to get that cut. That cut. Shit. Are you detached? You are.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I don't know how much a fuel tank is worth, but I can't imagine
Salvage
it's
secured. Account credit applied.
good to be blowing them. How much is that worth? Oh god, it's worth a
Salvage
non-zero
secured.
amount
Credits deposited.
that I've now lost out on.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Now there's all these bits of crap everywhere. I'm surprised I didn't really take any damage from that.
Deposit accepted.
I wonder if the explosion would have been worse if it was pressurized. let's get this reactor out. There we go.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
No, well, it seems like the most dangerous stuff has either exploded in my face or been removed now. So I need to start chopping now.
Warning, oxygen reserves are low.
Welcome to Metatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Ugh. Dude, causing things to explode makes such a mess.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
There's just like bits of garbage everywhere now.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
So that answers your question from earlier. Explosions absolutely cause damage. Overheating. This thing overheats so fast. That's the nacelle on the side. You piece of garbage. I think that's part of a light I blew up. Or a panel? I don't know. I think it's a light. It's the reactor down there.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Hey, I reached
Salvage
the
gained.
first goal.
Rewards increasing.
No, give me, no. Give me this, please.
Caution, tether supplies are low.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
You detached? You don't look detached. No, you are not detached. What's still holding you together? There's some internals or something? 5
Get
minutes.
in while the getting's good. We wrap.
I like watching all the roof panels just come off as you cut them. They just break loose.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Asphyxiation can lead to missed
Welcome to Vintage
salvage
Oxygen
quotas.
levels stabilizing.
God, there's still so much junk from that explosion. It's kind of ridiculous.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
I definitely need to be more cautious next time. You know what? I'm gonna work on these until I need to stop to some overheating. And then I'm gonna go out and move that the nacelle.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Account
2
credit applied.
minutes. A light on the way out. And then
Salvage
start
secured. Credits deposited.
tethering. Are you still attached? Nope.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
All right, Cutter. Wrap it up. You got about a minute left.
Caution. Tether supplies running low.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
You're still attached. Yeah, it doesn't seem worth it. I don't know. I keep doing it, hoping it'll be worth something, and it doesn't feel like it's ever worth it. It seems like you want electronics, and then you want to get the major raw materials, and then that's it. Oh, well, I'll have to come back for one more shift. 1.5. How much were the lights I grabbed worth? 6 lights were worth 6,400. Yeah, so it wasn't worth. The 5 lights I destroyed would be worth 5,000.
New certification level attained.
Rank 7.
License level increased.
Laser cutter upgrade, thruster upgrade, scanner upgrade. Good morning, Shipbreaker. Only owe $1.2 billion. Every day I owe another $500,000.
The cities on Earth don't make a ton of sense. They're sprawling messes of 1,000 years of conflict.
More split saw range? I don't
The
feel like I
cities
need
on
that.
Mars. The cities on Mars are perfect. Above, in orbit, you can see the plains. Nice, big, flat spots where we drop the
Nice.
heat shields on a perfect approach vector. And once a heat shield touches down, that's when the cities activate. Several kilometers out from the plains in a beautiful little circle around the site, people emerge from their habs and head out to work the new heat shield.
I paused that. The guy was talking about how much he likes Mars. Or whatever it was. Is that a fuel tank that's just on the front of the ship, uncovered? That seems psychotic. The ship got hit by an asteroid. What if that happens and it hits your fuel tank? Oh boy, this thing's heavy. Or maybe it didn't get hit by an asteroid, it was transporting an asteroid? I don't know. I wonder what that's worth. A multi-tool? Oh, wrench. Oh, that asteroid was pretty valuable. This panel's furnace? Wasn't this panel
Valuable
processor
object
last
processed.
time? Okay, just this one in particular is furnace. This thing on the top is processor. Can I cut it off? No. I mean, I could take a very thin slice off the whole thing. That actually worked way better than I thought it was going to.
Deposit accepted. Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
It talks about doing this a lot. Like daisy chaining things together. But it's not really worked very well for me so far. But it looks like that one's gonna work. 7 years. This seems like extremely dangerous work. And it feels like I wouldn't be surprised if the average life expectancy for somebody doing this job is not particularly good.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
So what is going on with this chunk of the ship? Is it attached to this front bit? It is. I don't have any cut points to detach it. Yeah, that's true, actually. Got clones. I mean, every clone you use costs you more money, but... player character is actually already a clone. Part of the process for creating a clone, like saving your DNA to make a clone, actually kills you. So... So yeah. Already a clone. Are you actually detached? No. Yes? No? It looks like it's attached at the sides. No. It's just wedged. I have not.
Valuable object processed.
That sounds like it's probably some sort of vaguely horror movie. And I can't say I really watch horror movies. And by really watch them, I mean I don't watch horror movies, like, period. This is furnace, right? Yeah. Though I like some old ones. I don't know. I just don't watch movies very often. Or not good ones. I watch the usual, like... I want to call it shovelware, but...
Your oxygen reserves are low.
Yeah. My oxygen
Carbon
reserves are
dioxide
always
can
low.
cause damage to Link's equipment.
Yeah, it can cause damage to your equipment. Okay, I wasn't slowing down there because I was pressing the go down button and not the slow down button.
Welcome to Metatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Is this the handle from the fuel tank?
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay, so there's a lot of furnace and processor stuff in here. I wonder if I can cut this middle piece out somehow.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
It's gone dark all of a sudden. I guess there's something between this and the sun now. It's dark, not horror. It's just science fiction. Okay. What even is science fiction as a genre? Isn't science fiction more like a setting than a genre?
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Like, I would call this game science fiction. But it's a science fiction simulation game.
Credits transferred.
I guess.
Salvage secured. Account credit
Maybe.
applied.
I don't know. I'm not the one that labels movies. Something in there is electrocuted, and the game is worried that I'm gonna touch it.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
There we go.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
You know what? Can I cut this piece in the center out somehow? Nope. Are these attached in the front somehow? Like if I cut this, and maybe this, is this side panel free now? There it is. Okay. So they were attached on the outside. I probably should have realized that sooner.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded. Ship salvaged in full. Credits applied.
Caution, tether supplies are low.
Valuable objects processed. Credits awarded.
Okay, now what do I want to do with this? This box wants to be furnaced. It's just these thin aluminum panels and the glass in the front.
Got about 5 minutes left in this ship.
I've got a little bit of time, so I'll cut the glass out for sure.
Weaver out.
I also really like cutting the glass out because you get to see how thick this like viewport is, the glass on it, and it makes sense. Like, look how chunky this stuff is. It's like gotta be like 1.5 feet thick. Not more than that.
Raw material processed. Credits
Oh, and then the
applied.
rest is just gonna go in the processor. Here, take a second tether.
Warning, your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Okay, good enough for me. End shift. Not a ridiculous amount of money there, but I got the bonuses.
Alright, folks, got a priority
Ooh.
message coming in from corporate. Everyone,
Corporate.
put down what you're doing and have a listen.
Maybe they're gonna give us some holiday time. That'd be awesome.
That would be a first.
Probably just another Paulson kid getting a cushy exec job.
Hush up now, y'all.
This is an important message to all Link Salvage Division employees. It's come to our attention, thanks to a very loyal member of our family, that there has been talk about forming a Shipbreakers union. A union is a dangerous thing, where extensive fees are extracted for so-called representation of your workers' rights. At Lynx, our top priority is already your well-being. This is why union activity is strictly prohibited by your contract for your own protection. To safeguard you and your work, we are immediately dispatching an administrator to every salvage sector. This administrator will oversee operations and ensure proper employee conduct. They are authorized to correct worker behavior by any means, and they will remain in place until we can guarantee company-wide integrity. Until then, remember, the company is your family. The Union is your enemy. Thank you.
Okay.
No holiday. Told you.
That's wild. I haven't heard anything about that union stuff. Have you?
Of course not.
Probably happening around the Martian districts. They've always been quarrelsome.
You heard anything like that, Lou?
No. Hey, Weaver, do you know when our administrator will show up?
A week maybe? Coming all the way from HQ at Jupiter Gate.
Hey Lou, you've got a
They
week
get
to
here.
wipe your
Need
emails.
to be on our best behavior.
Oh, great.
Alright, it's nothing to fret about, alright? But they are gonna be checking everything. Salvage logs, transmission records, operational efficiency.
Oh, great.
You'll be fine, Kai. It's not a performance review.
Lou's right. Now let's just try to keep our heads down and weather this storm together. Now go catch some rest. See y'all tomorrow.
Hey, don't worry. This is a closed channel. There won't be a log. This really isn't good. They're gonna make our lives hell. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared. I'm sorry for involving you. But you need to know I'm not gonna stop fighting. Whatever happens, I'll make sure nothing comes down on you. Lou out.
This is the end of Act 1. Thank you for playing, and we look forward to continuing the story in future updates. Until then, have fun continuing to climb the cutter ranks, exploring the additional tools, upgrades, and ships, chipping away at that balance owing to links. Even though Act 1 is finished, there are more changes we made to the progression that we'd love for you to discover. Blackbird Interactive. So technically I've finished the story. And I could stop there. What rank do you get? Demo charges 11? Yeah. Yes, it definitely seems slow. And I don't know if that's intentional, that they plan on keeping it slow, or if they're gonna speed it up in the end, in the, like, the final version. Because, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to speed it up in the final version. But they want it to be slow now because there's, like, only so much to do. Yeah, your icon up here stops changing as soon as you get to 10. So I'm guessing 10 is sort of the, hey, this is the sort of soft cap. It looks like there's still some ships you can upgrade to pass that. Gecko ships. The different ship types stop getting unlocked in 19. But I have to think that the higher grade ship you're at, the more points you get. Because I've gotten 32,000 points so far, and to get to 30 you need 4.6 million. 30,000. Alright. Well, I'll do another one. I'm gonna do the Williams Carrier. It is also a simulation game, so it's probably designed to be slow. Dismantling a ship's power and coolant systems first will greatly increase the reactor's stability. Let's grab some fuel while we're here. Ah! I've been seeing these ships with the wings on them, but every time I've booted them up, they haven't actually had the wings. The solar sails, so... Kind of neat. Let's see, are we pressurized? We are pressurized, but the cockpit is not pressurized. It's interesting. This communications array just... No way. Just pops off right like that.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Seems like the reactor's right above me. Because when I get close here, my screen's fizzling.
Salvage secured.
So the reactor's somewhere in there.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
The wall compartments are all pressurized.
Airlock pressure levels increasing. Air pressure level increasing.
Pressurize this cabin. I didn't mean to do that. Now there's electrical hazards in here. Ah! No way. Wait, where's the reactor? Oh, it's in the wall, isn't it? It's over here? No? Other side? No. Where is the reactor? Huh. Grab something. I just realized that's gonna... Are we okay? I thought that was just gonna to shoot this out. I thought for a second I'd made a terrible mistake. Oh, now that I've spent several minutes just wandering around the internals of the ship. Is this pressurized? It is. I did it again! I need to just let go. Don't press F. F is launch.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Let's depressurize this stuff. Yeah, I know I'm being electrocuted.
Levels dropping.
You know what? I thought I figured out where the reactor was, but I don't know. I assumed there was a reactor. I didn't actually check. It would have said when I could pick the ship. You know what? This is gonna cause... No, it's already decompressed. No. Processor. You should already be loose.
Valuable object
Yep.
processed. Credits deposited.
Go. Why did I not do this one?
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oh, another communications array on this side. Where is it? Okay, I almost hit myself with a 740 kilogram communications array.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
So what's gonna happen if I hit this? Oh, I see what I was supposed to do. I mean, it's too late now. I may as well just on this side. I was supposed to pressurize this area, come in, open those, and then depressurize. Well, let's get started cutting. Yeah, especially since I can't find the reactor. There appears to be no reactor. If there's no reactor, then there's nothing to damage, right? Just these power cells. I don't see any fuel tanks either. I really should have paid more attention to the specs before I selected this ship. Well, these are wall panels should all be loose now. Should be is the operative word there. I'm just looking at my O2. I need to get out.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oxygen
I've
levels
rotated the
stabilizing.
whole ship somehow. And beyond the progression of this game being a bit slow, there is also an option, there is a free play option where you can just play with all the upgrades and you can pick any ship you want. And there's no time limits, no oxygen, no fuel, no health. You know, it's like it's a sandbox free play mode. There's a lot of power cells in this ship. Is this an electric ship? Is that why there's no fuel? Oh, and that's why there's the solar sails. I'm guessing? It would make sense. Oh, I'm about to overheat. Let's not overheat. But I want to get these out. Yeah, I agree. The game doesn't seem punishing. I think the free play mode really just seems like it's so you don't. I think it's for. To begin with, I want to say that there wasn't a free play mode at first. And I want to say that they added it because people stress out about time limits. Even if the time limits are not particularly limiting and don't mean anything, people still stress out about time limits.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
And so probably the big draw for people to the free play is that all of your equipment is unlocked and there's no time limit.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Dude, yeah. The time, I need the time limit. I need the time limit to say, hey, you can't do everything, and it's okay for you to not do everything. But when it's like, oh yeah, you can replay the mission over and over and over again until you get everything, and then it just becomes this tedious process that I could absolutely skip, but I just don't like to. And then I stop having fun with the game and then stop playing it. I can't be the only one that's like that.
Material deposited. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Are these door panels worth anything? Oh, they're not worthless. They're worth more than lights are. There's not that many of them, so it's probably worth grabbing them.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
That thing wasn't worth grabbing. It's worth, like, literally nothing. I would agree it's very arbitrary goal. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't enjoying Shadow Tactics as well. I don't know. Maybe I should go back to it sometime. Try it again. Maybe once I'm done Ender Lilies. And start going in and playing like a level of Shadow Tactics. Oh, I know why I'm confused by the controls in this game. Is the reactor up front? I'm used to Q and E being strafe keys, and A and D being rotate keys. And in this game, they're reversed. Yeah, but it might have been the combination of feeling like I want to get the badges alongside the gameplay being sort of meh to me. That the two together, the badges made me want to try to get everything. And then the gameplay just wasn't really for me. And so the two together made me not want to finish it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really remember. I think I said I played it in 2016? Is that what I said? Shadow Tactics, 2016. The end of 2016 was the last time I played it, so it's been a while.
We're getting down to the wire.
And it's possible things have changed. Maybe I would enjoy it more now than I did back then.
Object accepted for processing.
Which again, it's been so long I can't even tell you how much I enjoyed it or didn't. How long did I play it for? Almost 5 hours. These power cells have to be worth something, right? Yeah, okay, so this is where most of the money
Secured. Account credit applied.
from this ship's coming from, it looks like.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Hey, I reached the tier 1 right before it timed out. 1.6. Equipment's doing fine.
Salvage gains observed.
There's my thumbs up. That's the slope. Oh. Is the reactor at, like, right at the front? I think I could have checked to see if there was a reactor on that menu. Can I check here? No. But my screen's all fuzzy up here. My UI. Which makes me think that there's got to be a reactor somewhere. Because I think that's what fuzzes up the UI. Is it in the sides of the front cockpit? Oh, it's right there. Right where I think a previous ship I've done had them.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
So, this ship has these annoying cables that all want to go in the furnace, but to get them off, you have to cut these cable junctions and then throw them individually into the furnace. So, that's not going to happen. So it's very possible I'll only get the tier 2 salvage goal on this one, and that's fine. I think the walls are probably worth more than the cables are. So this great big piece is going to go into the processor.
Credits awarded.
No,
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
oh yeah, the amount destroyed there that went in the wrong one is like non-existent compared to how much it was worth. I want to get this off this ship a little bit more if I could, but I'm not sure I can. Not with just my thrusters. It's way too heavy. So we'll tether to here. We'll let it pull for a second, and then we'll break the tether. And now, hopefully I can get in and pull out these power cells a bit more efficiently.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Lights worth grabbing at all? Nope. Not on this ship,
Salvage
that's for
deposit
sure.
accepted. Credits transferred.
Here, take 2 into the processor, please. You can head in there too. No, let's get this the rest of this ship apart.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oxygen reserves are low.
Salvage gained. Credits awarded.
Salvage bonus.
Oxygen low.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Welcome to Vintage Going down.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
No, I can't interact with that.
Deposit accepted.
Okay. Let's get these ceilings out. Oh, here's where the money is. After looking and paying attention to what's in this room. This room's full of money.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
One of the computers got damaged along the way. This is probably the one I slammed the door into. So now it's scrap and just gets furnaced.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Well, just slam that into a wall. It's a lot of money I'm throwing out.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay, the front piece is loose now. Okay, and let's get this bag of chips out of the way.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oh, and then this is pretty much all furnace. So
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Got about
those are
5 minutes
furnaces.
left
That is
in this shift,
processor.
Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
It's
We wrap.
furnace. Let's get what electronics we can out of here.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Yeah, I'll get the 3. I wasted a lot of value, but
Salvage secured.
I should still get the 3. That computer pushed me over? Yeah.
Ship teardown complete. Cutter account credited.
Okay. But I think I can take the rest of this ship. It should only take a minute.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yeah, oxygen.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Electrocuting myself.
Object accepted
Alright,
for
and we're done.
processing. Credits deposited.
A lot of destroyed stuff, but still, that was worth 3.6. 600k off the power cells, 1.3 off the computer terminals. The reactor, 375 just by itself. Alright. So that was worth 5,774 mastery points. So that's over 10% of the total mastery points I have. I just got off of that. So you gain them a lot faster as you go up the tiers. I got a sticker. Salvaged 2.5 million credits from complete 5 unique mackerels. I don't know what that meant, but we have a sticker. I can stick a sticker on the side of my tool. Do we want to do another? What time is it? Does anybody need my attention? No? Oh, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do the heavy cargo mackerel. It's the lowest value, but I want to do heavy cargo rather than station hopper. Actually, let me check my equipment real quick. Repair, please. Repair that one, too. This one. Some AI nodes have been observed interfering with ship controls, such as doors or pressurization. So you can come across ships that have AIs on them that mess with you.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Since I'm out here already, I'm gonna detach this whole thing. I think this game would be really interesting to see somebody who's like legitimately really good at it. See how fast somebody could tear these ships apart. That was a poor decision. I gotta say, I should have absolutely take this fuel tank off before doing that.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oh, looks like we're detached. I guess that's sort of true. Sort of.
Salvage deposited.
I don't know if I could watch somebody who's really good at Microsoft Excel go at that for any period of time. The only thing pressurized is the airlock. I can't say there's anything I'm particularly efficient at. For a while I was pretty good at scrubbing blood off of scalpels, but I'm not sure that's the kind of thing people want to watch.
Account credit applied.
So
Airlock
please cycle
pressure levels
airlock.
dropping.
Let me get this back. The thruster cap off.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Yeah. Yeah. I just need to come across a bloody scalpel. Because that's a day-to-day encounter. There's a fuel tank sitting in the middle of this asteroid shard. Okay. Well, let's eject the thruster. And let's flush the fuel valves. Honestly, scalpels were probably the easiest tool to clean. You had to make sure that there wasn't any that the blade wasn't left on them, and if it was, you got to make sure you get that off before you cut your hand open.
Salvage secured. Account
I'm gonna go grab oxygen now. But other than that, it's just like a handle, so. The clips and stuff were a lot harder.
Thank you for your purchase.
The, I'm blanking what they're called. It was never important to know what they were called. I don't know. I just knew how many I needed in the packs. Back panel should be free. I just need it out. The fuel tank stayed behind? Okay.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured.
Okay, and now we take apart the side panels. I'm gonna want to get these ones too.
Valuable object processed.
May as well grab them while I'm here.
Deposited.
Careful that fuel tank. In the middle, let's detach the nacelle. Overheating, gotta give that a second. Okay, and I should have one cut left. This one. Okay. These side panels should all be good to go. Let's cut that off, because it makes moving it all a bit easier. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, you left your pieces behind.
Object processed. Credits awarded.
Okay. Cell can come out, down to the barge.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Let's get that power cell off.
Gains observed.
And the reactor can go now.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Quick and clean. Okay, and we'll get the other side now. Side should be a bit faster. It's got no reactor and no airlock.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes remaining in this shift. Get in while the getting's good. We
I'd like to increase my maximum oxygen. That'd be a huge upgrade. Let's make sure I don't zap that. Come on, cut. Oh my god, I set myself on fire. I needed to let it cool down before I did that.
Your tools should be working for you, not the other way around.
Oh, oxygen's low. Let's grab this fuel tank and pull it out. Wait, is there something behind me? Oh, it's the damn rock. Come on.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Way too fast, way too fast, way too fast. So each item has a specific spot it needs to go.
Oxygen level stabilizing.
So we've got a processor, a furnace, and a barge. Typically, items that can be resold go into the barge, and then metals like aluminum and titanium, I believe, or is it just aluminum? Yeah, it's aluminum goes into the furnace, and scrap. Aluminum and scrap, typically. And then nanocarbons and titaniums go into the processor, which is the blue one. Whenever I hover over an object, it tells me where it should go. So it says processor on the screen, just below my cursor. And then when I grab an item, it also highlights where it should go. So you only get credit for the items that get put in the correct places. If I put them in the wrong spot, I don't get credit for it.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
And you can't get them back once you put them in, so...
Caution.
Yeah.
Water supplies running low.
Just... grab that one. So I'm just attaching these side panels, and they go into the processor. Technically, I could pull these lights off and put them onto the barge, but they're not really worth very much, and they're not worth the time it takes to do it.
Object accepted for processing.
Getting there.
Credits deposited.
Actually, that front panel's probably attached on the front. You are loose, so you can tether on over. You're also loose.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded. Salvage gains. Reward increasing.
Out of tethers. So I'm gonna save my last
1 minute left, Cutter.
tether and
Start
use it
wrapping
on
things up
this asteroid chunk, which gets furnaced.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Material deposited.
Oop. Let's not electrocute everything. Attach some more stuff. I'm out of time. No. Out of time for that shift, but I'm gonna go back in and finish that ship up. But I need to repair my laser cutter because I foolishly overheated it. It gave me full tethers there. It doesn't always give me full tethers. Okay. Oh, this nacelle never made it. Never made it in. No, I didn't. I don't think I tethered it. That's probably why.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Are you attached? Or not attached? So you can go.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Oh, I'm gonna get these floor panels out now. They are all titanium floor panels, so I should be able to just do that and the whole lot of them will go. Assuming I properly detached them all, which it looks like I did. This guy can head into the furnace over there.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Oh, this is an annoying issue. The door is closed.
Deposit accepted.
Okay. Looks like I'm cutting my way in. Hopefully there's nothing too valuable on the other side. Did that work? Can I just... There we go.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Let's cut this other door off, so I've got a little bit more space. Then I'm gonna empty the cockpit, send the rest of it into the processor,
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
and I'm good to go. I threw something in the wrong place. I must have probably just a decent amount of furnace got into the processor. Or vice versa.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Maybe one of those panels accidentally went into the wrong place.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh, I damaged this computer terminal too much. I didn't mean to grab it, I meant to grab the chair. It's unfortunate, that was worth a lot.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
No, well, because I did such a poor job there. I'm gonna need to make sure I get a little bit more value out of this. So I'm gonna grab the glass. Not that I think the glass is really worth that much, but... No, it was worth a decent chunk, actually. Oh, the rest can just go in to the processor. Let's not process ourselves. I didn't even notice this thing.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
I'll take that light off.
Salvage
I think that was a
deposit
piece of the
accepted.
airlock.
Credits transferred.
Okay. Looks like there's a piece of scrap somewhere lying around that didn't end up where it was supposed to. But that's okay.
Warnings. Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
Didn't make much from that. That's okay. You know what? That was going to be my last one, but I think I'm going to do one more. And then I might be able to buy an upgrade of some kind. Thruster max speed? Sure. I don't feel like I really need a scanner upgrade, but I'll grab scanner range. Let's do... I don't want to do another javelin right now, so I'm going to do the Pacific Badger, a station hopper mackerel. Earth is now considered a backwater. Okay. Well, let's get in there. I want to get this back. This thruster cap off first. I forgot to check to see if the ship was pressurized or not. It is no longer pressurized. Yeah, at all. Okay.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Oops. But it looks like we're all okay. Looks like my door is on the other side. Yep, here it is.
Airlock pressure levels increasing.
Why? It's not pressurized inside. What's going on? Just open the
Airlock
door.
pressure levels dropping.
Okay, there we go. That was strange. Oh, let's grab that repair kit. And somebody left some money. Get this out of the way. Let's get this door off and then not throw it. I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to let go of it. Okay. Okay, there's a reactor. There's some oxygen in here too. Okay, and you're floating free. Let's get the thruster in the barge real quick. Okay. And then we're gonna get back in there and detach this back piece so I can get the reactor out cleanly.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Did I get it? Okay. It doesn't appear to be connected to fuel. So I should just be able to pop it off.
Salvage secured.
Oh, we are
Credit
attached to
deposited.
fuel. Let's flush these fuel valves before I rip these things off.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Can I get you a bit off of the ship, please? And into the processor. It's a nice big chunk that's really easy to deal with. And the reactor can come out now.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Oh,
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
oh, apparently I... Oh no! No! That whole back panel went into the furnace! It must have hit the lip here and bounced in. Uh-oh. That's gonna make hitting the goal a touch harder. I should still be okay, but it's definitely not going to be as easy.
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
My oxygen's low, but I left there's an oxygen canister right over here. There.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Make sure we're not overheating. Okay, this whole side panels, all these side panels should be good to go. The nacelle should just pop off now. Yep. Can go into the barge. You can go into the processor, please. You are also good for the processor.
Account credit applied.
I'll take that light though.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit transferred.
This probably isn't worth cutting off, but I'm going to
Object accepted.
anyways,
Credit deposited.
because it makes it just a touch easier to move.
Credits awarded.
I thought that was going to happen.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Thank you for leaving the airlock behind.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Caution. Tether supplies are low.
Yeah, tether supplies are low, that's fine.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Okay. Time for the other side. Here's the nacelle being mount, I guess. Oh, I didn't need to cut that one. Oh well. It's almost faster to just cut them than it is to determine whether it needs to be cut or not. I will take that power cell. Thank you.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Let's go from the front this time.
Salvage secured. Credits
So
deposited.
this should work,
Warning. Tethers depleted.
theoretically.
You got 5 minutes left in this shift. Knock out that work order before they
Thanks,
turn the
Weaver.
lights out on you. Weaver out.
I'm out of tethers, so I'm gonna grab oxygen and tethers while I'm here. Oh. First tether broke. And they're all just breaking. I don't know if they're timing out or whatever. I know they don't last very long right now. Oh, I'll check on those in a second here. Can we stop? Okay. Let's start getting floor panels apart.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
We'll get this main, what do I want to call this? Cabin? We'll get the cabin detached from the cockpit. Looks like it's free. Get the ceiling panels off. Let me get these off before I accidentally throw them in the processor or the furnace. Oh, this one's processor. These two are furnace. This piece never made it to the processor.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Uh-oh. I missed some cut points.
Caution. Tether supplies running low.
I made a right mess of this.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
These are all processor. They are. So that should work. Hopefully it does. That was almost all my tethers, so...
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
This would be easier if I didn't rotate the thing.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
It looks like those floor panels did not make it.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
I guess I'm going to have to do another shift.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Here, why don't you take that?
Valuable objects processed. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
I electrocuted myself right before it ended. Good work. Stellar Commission logo. What? I'm still being electrocuted?
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I should be able to get the rest of this done pretty quick. Let's tether it to there,
Valuable object processed.
just to make sure it heads in the right direction. Did it get the outdoor panel too? I did. So again, I could, if I wanted to, pull all these individual lights off, but they're not really worth much. So hopefully I don't need to. Maybe I should grab a few of them. Did my tether break? It did. I know they're not worth much, but I dumped the whole back panel into the furnace instead of the processor. I wanted to grab a tiny bit of extra value.
Material deposited.
Okay. Let's empty out the cockpit.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
It's relatively important I don't damage the computers. Pulling them out.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
It's almost tempting to cut out the door frame just to make sure I don't, but I think I'll be
Salvage
okay.
secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay, we're good.
Secured. Credits deposited.
But I'm gonna cut out this window anyways. I'm not gonna do it the cleanest, but... Let's grab that atmosphere regulator too. Oh, that thing's worth a
Salvage
lot.
deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
And you can go in the processor.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Okay. Probably yeah, some chips and some drinks floating around. Make up the rest that it says I haven't done. Didn't make much off of that, but a little bit.
New certification level achieved.
New certification.
License upgraded.
So higher tier ships and an upgrade, like a single upgrade for everything is available, it looks like. The small cargo javelin. Some lore. We're gonna repair this. What's it got? Charged push. I could get an ability to have a charged push. I don't need to increase the range of the split saw. I could make the cutter cool down faster. Could improve the brakes. Oxygen capacity. Give me that over everything else. What else can I afford any of these? I could afford the brakes still. Or the cooldown. I'm gonna get the cooldown as opposed to the brakes. Even though I would like both, so I'll have to grab the brakes later. Oh, but that is going to be it for me today. I'll probably play some more of this. I know I've finished what's the story that's in the game so far. Everything now is just free sandbox. But I will probably come back to it a little bit more. I'm still enjoying it. It's nice and relaxing. My name is Smayman or Taylor. Thank you very much for watching. I will be back in all likelihood tomorrow around the same time. So I tend to start at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.